You know, I'm really curious. How many of you guys saw the thumbnail and thought to yourself, Lucky Chi has jumped ship? He is no longer an ending hater. He is not an Arahisu. He is an ending defender now. He supports Eren Yeagar just based off that thumbnail alone. Because I know some of you are probably like mad confused based on that thumbnail. Like, wait, is this the Lucky Chi? No, this is still me. This is still me, guys. And I want to say this straight up. My stances haven't changed. My stances have not changed when it comes to the manga, the final, like the final volume. Like, none of that has really changed per se. This is just me, having fun. Like, at this point in time, the anime's coming to a close. The final chapters part 2 is going to be upon us very, very soon. And rather than just being here talking about, like, stuff a lot of people talk about, like when things aren't so great, just have fun. And I think that's okay. I think it's okay to, just sit back and just have a little bit of fun. Which, there's a number of things I want to talk about here with the final chapters part 2. With this trailer that just came out, number 1, AoE, as much as I was flirting with the idea of it and thought it was a really intriguing concept, especially after this trailer, we're not getting it. We're definitely not getting it now after this trailer. And look, does it suck? Yeah, it does kind of suck. But for manga folks out there who saw my 139 reflection video, y'all kind of have an idea as to where I think this could go. If the anime tackles this a certain way, what I talked about in that stream. So for anyone who's an anime only, I just want to say this right now: don't go and watch. Do not watch that video. Okay? Don't watch that live stream that I did. But if y'all don't give a shit about spoilers, go right ahead. I'm gonna and enjoy yourselves. But final chapters part 2 with this trailer, it did bring back a lot of feelings that I was having around this time with the final volume, per se. Like the last 5 chapters of Attack on Titan, because what we're seeing here that's being covered is chapters 135, 136, 137, 138, and as far as I know, we didn't see anything from chapter 130. I mean, it would make sense that you don't show anything from 139. I'll be honest here, I'm still kind of shocked that they showed that scene in particular. Like, the scene with Eren, the fact that they showed that, I mean, like, I get it. He is the main protagonist, and you do want to show, like, his stance, but like, at least one shot of him. At the same time, I'm kind of sitting here thinking, that is not what I would have probably done, but because it would have probably kept the suspense a little bit more going in that. Because showing that shot in the trailer takes away a little bit from, like, ooh, what does he look like? And that aside, though, I will say visually, a lot of the stuff we're seeing visually does look really, really good based on the trailer. It looks really, really good. Like, one of my favorite shots that came from this trailer has to be with the Colossal Titan. That's, like, popping up, like, right in front of Reiner. Like, that shot, I remember seeing that shot in the manga. Like, what chapter was that, 135? I'm pretty sure that was 135. Let me see. I've actually got the manga pulled up right here. So that shot in particular comes from chapter 135. And I remember, like, visually, that panel actually did look really cool. I'm not gonna lie, that panel shot looked really, really cool. Like, really took it up a notch with that shot. That shot in particular in the trailer looks... Annie looks really, really cool. Levi looks really cool. Reiner looks cool. Armin, like, when he's about to transform, and that, like, here's the thing. It's crazy when you look at Armin, because throughout this entire final season, outside of, like, the first core, that's the only time we've ever seen him transform. Because he's never transformed into the Colossal Titan again. After the raid on Liberia, that was the only time we saw him transform. So, it is nice to see him transforming again. And just getting that shot. Of course, there's one shot in particular I saw. There is one specific shot in this trailer. And for all my longtime viewers out there, y'all know which part I'm talking about. Because this was the make or break deal for me when it came to the manga. Because it was the very first time I couldn't decide on what I wanted to read the chapter. Like, it left me puzzled as to what happened. So when I saw that shot, that specific shot, I don't want to name what the shot is, but we're really swinging for the fences here. We really are. Like, there is no stopping whatsoever for what's to come. Even the scene with Mikasa, and you have the wings in the background, that looks really cool. Like, even in the manga, like, that scene in particular in the manga, like, was it kind of cheesy? Sure. And I mean, like, I get, the symbolism behind it I get, because, you know, it represents the wings of freedom. Which I get where Isayama was going with on that. And I think I remember being like, okay. And it's a nice callback to, you know, when she held her blade up in the air and talking about, like, how she's so strong. It's a nice little callback of that. There is a shot of Ymir, which does leave me a little curious as to what they're gonna do with that, because, again, anyone who's read the manga, y'all know the whole ordeal with Ymir, and it was a big deal. It was a really, really big deal. Overall, as far as the final chapters part 2 goes, just on the trailer, this was an amazing trailer. I'm going to say that right now. This was an amazing plus trailer. And the only reason why I'm not giving it pure perfection is because I do think there are, for me personally, the shot of Eren I don't think should have been showcased at all. That's really it. I don't really think that the shot of Eren that we see in the trailer should have been showcased at all. Also, Mikasa does look really badass. I mean, that is the one thing I don't think anyone can disagree. If you look post Trust, her character was pretty stagnant, but she did hold up that, you know, that badass persona, if you will, and you do see that. That being said, this is it. And I know I've been saying that for a while, but yeah, this is honestly it. The thing we need to keep in mind about this also is that the final chapter part 2 was going to be an hour and 26 minutes. This is essentially the movie. Attack on Titan final chapters, the movie. That is what this is. And honestly speaking, look, I can't wait. I really cannot wait to see everything in its detail. Because it's going to be a monumental moment. And I want to leave it at that. Because there is a lot of stuff that they didn't showcase. And I know for damn sure, when those moments come to fruition, it's going to cause a spark. It's going to cause a spark of chain reactions. If you thought the manga ending was something, the anime is going to take it to a whole nother level. For all the anime owners that have heard about the manga and its controversy, the anime, if it follows, oh no, definitely. The anime is going to definitely take it up an extra mile and dial it up to 10. And that is going to be a discussion I think we're all going to have. But with that being said, you guys, that is pretty much all I've got when it comes to this video of Attack on Titan, the final chapters, part 2. Let me know what you guys thought on the trailer. Did you have things that y'all liked about the trailer? Did you have any, gripes with the trailer? Manga readers especially, how are y'all feeling? How are y'all feeling about the final trailer for final chapter part 2? And with that being said, you guys, that's pretty much it. I'm Lucky7. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more Attack on Titan, or what's left of it. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.